Hello, today we're at Mudeford Quay, and in the distance you can see Highcliff, Barton, New Milton, and if we go around here, in the distance you can see the Isle of Wight with the Needles on the end. It's quite clear today, not a perfect day, not too much sunshine, and on the other side you can see a sandy point. The other side is called Hengistbury Head, and in the middle between Hengistbury Head and where we are at the moment, Mudeford Quay, is what's called the Run, which is a very dangerous spot. There's a ferry which can take you across, a small ferry, passenger ferry, can take you small. When I say small, I mean really, really small. It can take people and boats. People are still fishing here, so you've still got the old crab, and you've still got the lobster nets. You can get a coffee, there's a pub. It's quite a nice little spot. So this is Mudeford Quay. So pay super attention to this. Danger, strong tides and deep water. Yeah, it's really dodgy here. When the tide changes, the water can be very, very fast. That's why it's called the Run. This sounds completely crazy, but we go to Raja Ampat, which is an island, a set of islands in Indonesia near Papua. And this reminds me of that very much, because there's a place where we go where the current becomes strong like this. And we often go snorkel across from one small island to another. And it's really, really dodgy sometimes. And I'm thinking I'm in Indonesia for a minute, apart from it's about 25 degrees colder here. But it's really, yeah, it's really moving fast. It is dangerous. We just made the short walk from Mudeford Quay now to Avon Beach. It's quite a nice little beach, perfect for swimming, very calm, very cold. This has become a little bit upmarket compared to what it was when I was growing up. This is what's called the Noisy Lobster. It's kind of a fancy looking beach cafe. Never been to this spot before, this is new. And you can see in the distance there are lots and lots and lots of beach huts, which are absolutely not cheap. I think it's like 60 quid a day or 90 quid a day, something like that, to rent out. Or you can buy them, but they are a lot of money. Look at that, lots of people going swimming. It's the beginning of June and it's absolutely freezing. Good luck. To Avon Beach, which is just there, we move along towards Highcliff. Avon Beach continues. And look at this, lots and 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 lots of beach huts. Not many people swimming. As I say, it's freezing cold today. Well, it's not freezing cold, it's just not very warm for swimming. Moving down from Avon Beach and Mudeford Quay in the background. In fact, that's Hengistbury Head in the background. Moving along from Avon Beach, we walk along the beach towards Highcliff, which is just in your distance. And those are big rain clouds. Hopefully we make it before it pours down. So what's amazing now compared to when I was younger, they've got a path at the back of the beach, so it's actually very easy to walk along from Mudeford Quay, Avon Beach towards Highcliff. This is the path. It's adjacent to the beach. Of course, when you walk on the sand and the kind of like rocks, it's quite hard work, but this, walking along this path, is very, very easy. So this is a nice little improvement to the beach compared to what it was 40 years ago. So edit that, so the path kind of runs out and we hit back into the beach. So it's quite nice for a while, but then you're back on the sand, which is okay. You just have to work a little bit harder. But it is quite beautiful. A few sand dunes at the back of the beach. Very calm today. But yeah, you'll have to work a little bit harder. The path runs out. So this is Highcliffe Beach. It's quite disappointing compared to what it used to be like when I was growing up around here. Believe it or not, this was a beautiful, fine, sandy beach, no stones. But over the years, it's accumulated lots of stones, and it's not perfect, but it's still very nice. Although not a great day for swimming, and I don't think anybody is. This is an English summer's day. I think about the 10th of June, 12th of June, something like that. Nobody's swimming. Absolutely ridiculous. What country is this? So we've now reached Highcliffe Castle car park, and behind this little device are the human toilets. In front is the dog wash. People in England love their dogs, and I guess if they've been down the beach and they've been swimming in the salty water, they need to be cleaned. Everything is possible here for the dog. So this is Highcliffe Castle, and when I was growing up, this was just a shell, really just a shell, an abandoned building. And now they've renovated. It's quite a beautiful place. I think you can have your wedding reception and other events here. So this has all been renovated, a beautiful garden. And in the background, tea and coffee time. This is a little bit of a better perspective of the beautiful castle. You can't possibly imagine how this was just an abandoned wreck for, well, many years. So one of the reasons why Highcliffe was put on the map was because people, about 130 years ago, used to come down to Highcliffe to go to the beach. The railways, when the railway line was built to Bournemouth from London, people would come down here because they've got good, healthy sea air with lots of pine trees. Now I'm having some flashbacks. You can't possibly believe it, but people were crazy, kids were crazy, but friends of mine used to walk across the top of those letters when we were kids. They're still here today. So that concludes our little trip today. We're at the bus stop waiting for the bus to get back to New Milton from Highcliffe. Oh, and lots of happy memories of the pub opposite. This is where I grew up. It used to be called the Galleon. Many a beer or two has been had in here over the years. It's still going. They changed the name to the Oaks, increased the prices, but it's a beautiful place. So that was a little tour from Mudeford Quay, Avon Beach, Highcliffe Beach, Highcliffe Castle, and now the bus back to New Milton.